Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Todoroki Shoto. After graduating, he never really thought that he would be having this kind of life with you. For you to actually have a baby. It was a girl, and he was quite happy about it. Not that he cared much about the child's gender, but it helped a little bit to know. And for the first few months of your pregnancy, he was reading a lot, trying his best to be a good parent or prepare to be a good one. And as for you, you were just trying your best to actually calm down with him taking all that care of you, insisting that you don't even move an inch, while he just does everything instead. It was a little bit too much, and he was overbearing too. You understood his intentions, but sometimes he really needed to calm down. And that was why you were cuddling today, while he rested his head against your belly, closing his eyes, as you hummed to him. And it was all calm and good, until all of a sudden, he felt a sudden movement, a kick, and he immediately jumped, looking at you. Wyon, is that a kick? Is that how it is? I've never felt one before, he says, and he smiles softly. Yes, that's it. Our baby. She's being a little bit feisty in there. Well, I'm so happy, Wyon. I've never felt that before. I never thought I would. Well, now you have. What do you think? Do you like it? He nodded, blushing brightly. He was so happy to be able to do this, to feel your little girl like this, to be with you. And maybe just then, he had realized what being in a family truly means. It's not something he has ever experienced, nothing he has ever known, because his family doesn't exactly count for experiencing a family that would be normal. He was afraid and anxious until he was with you. And now, being able to have his own family, you showed him the beauty of it, and how much he was missing out on, and how much he would still be missing out on if it were not for you, changing his mind like that, making him love and be loved, filling his heart with hope, and making him have a family like this. Something he never imagined he would ever have, something he never imagined himself being in. And yet, right here with you, everything felt complete, like it was always meant to be this way. He was blessed, well and truly blessed, and right now he was going to relish in his blessings and hold you close and imagine just how life is going to be when your daughter is finally here, when she talks to him and to you, when you can hear her voice, see her smile, and compare her eyes to your own. But now, he just has you and those little kicks that she gives from time to time. Bakugou Katsuki. Katsuki never imagined himself as a father, and for him to actually shoulder the burden of fatherhood, it was a little bit too much at first. But soon, as weeks passed and soon months, he had warmed up to it, finally seeing himself on the wall, finding his place in your little family, and knowing that he was going to have a son. It was a little bit too much joy for him, even though it was too much to get used to all at once. But he was happy, aside from his own initial confusion and the many words he had offered earlier when he found out about the child. But now he was more than okay with it, happy, and wanting to do something more for the child that you had coming on the way. So, what do you think of this? Ah, wait. Did the baby just kick? Yes. What's wrong with it? Is that how it feels? It feels super weird, he says, and you nod, laughing softly, feeling a little bit amused at his face and the way he looks so confused. That's how it feels? Perhaps a little bit different to me, but not majorly different. Now, what do you think? Is the baby a little bit too much already? No, that's not what I said. I'm only a little bit confused. But I'm sure our baby will be like his father. Look, he's in your belly and he's already picking fights. Just as I want him. Katsuki, that's not how you're supposed to raise a child. He laughs, looking at your face in the way that you're pouting, before leaning in, planting a soft kiss on your lips. Right, that's not how it should be. Don't worry though, I'm sure he won't remember any of this. There's no reason for you to worry, he said, and he was quite right about that. There was no reason for you to worry. Maybe you were just doing a little bit too much, but what could you do? It was only for you, for both of you, and each of you had their own concerns. But right now, as he looked at you, with that little gleaming glow in his eyes, and all that love and adoration, he knew that behind those words that he said, he was so happy, and maybe he was. I'm proud of you, Ian. I am, and I'm grateful too. I love you so much. You welled up, smiling, as you took his hands in your own, squeezing them gently. Thank you, Katsuki. He laughs a little bit at that, shaking his head. There's no thanks for being honest. Come on, let me hold you. You've been holding me for a while now, he says, and you find yourself easily relaxing into his arms, just like you belong there. And maybe that's because you do. Everything about him, his warmth and his love, it makes you feel like you were just meant to be there, fitting against him like pieces of a puzzle that was meant to be. And who knows, maybe the two of you were made for each other after all.